Tan injusto es mi pasado, la condena está a mi lado. Tengo culpa, siento que ahora yo solo soy un alma perdida. En mis manos se te fue la vida. Tu recuerdo la entero perdida. Me gritaron voces asesinas, proclamando que ahora soy un alma perdida. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Assassin. Akatsuki no Yona, chapter 113, and during the last chapters, Yona and Lily got captured, and they're in this slave camp, or they're forcing them to build a fort. They're not giving them water so that they can drink the nadai. And then Hack and the others came to the restaurant, and they went there, and they had these people that they captured, and the people told them, exactly where. They told them who captured them, why they captured them, where they are. But there's like 2 slave camps, I guess. So they split up. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Hack is gonna be going toward where Yona is. I think. I hope. I don't know. I just love how they're developing their relationship in these last chapters. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So before we get into this chapter, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/filmy. And now let's start this chapter. And here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Let's fight. The Doradono. She seems to have sent a lot of spies to this border town. Continue searching for the ones that got away. Yes. What? Oh! Papi is here. Lord Jungi. Why? Why would Lord Jungi appear here now? Oh yeah, because he was also worried, and him and Suwon were talking about this stuff. Does he know? He probably doesn't know that his daughter is captured. They probably don't know, right? Answer me, that child. Well, that child. Where's Lady? If I told him where Lady was, then Lady Yona and Lord Hack will be found out. So right now they're in the middle of their rescue mission. Yeah, so they don't know. Lady was involved in last night accident and was kidnapped. Oh. Is that dude's name Ramal? What happened to Lady Lily? Oh! Someone is here! Why can't I hate him, man? Like when I saw him, I'm like, oh, someone. Like, okay. And he looks so cool. Like, we're not seeing his face, his eyes, or whatever, but he said he was kidnapped to say. I actually came here today to investigate his fort. Perhaps those 2 things are related. Oh, so he knows about the fort that's being built? Please explain in detail. She gonna mention Hack and the others? Although he looks like he's of high status. Yes, he is of high status. Who exactly is he? He's so gentle. He's so gentle in his words and actions and feels very kind. I know. That's why you can't hate him. But where have I? It's as if I've seen him before. Yes, you have. There's no other choice. Your Majesty. Now she knows. What are you saying? Well, she knows right now that it's His Majesty, but she still hasn't made the connection between the merchant or whatever that was their bodyguards during that one time. General Jundo, the Sky Tribe's shenanigans. General Judo is really interesting. I remember now. Yeah, you remember now. Oh, I guess I was wrong. Yeah, me here. I was thinking that was she not present when Suwon was her bodyguard, Lily's bodyguard during that one time, over there. But she's like several years ago, so I guess she was. I guess I'm misremembering stuff. Several years ago, this person was once invited to Suiko's festival. At the time, he was one of Lord Jungi's guests. At the time, he hadn't ascended the throne yet, but there's no mistake. This person is His Majesty Lord Suwon. Just wanted to see if she just looking at this panel, trying to discern if she, I don't know, was infatuated with him when he came to the palace at that time. Wow, I can properly see that. You can't be easily replaced, but if we could borrow His Majesty's powers, then saving Lily would have a higher chance of success. Anyways, this time, even if I have to tie you up, I will never let you go. Please, I will not think to burn your majesty with my family matters. Please give me a bit of time. I have a plan. Of course you do. Of course this has a plan. Girls, please do not drink Danadai. You're thirsty. You're getting slower. You haven't had a drop of wine yet. I'm fine. She didn't drink any, right? Right? None of it got into her mouth. I know she spit some out. I hope. My girl. Thanks. I was just about to wash my face. Oh, love it. I feel much more refreshed thanks to you. I'm totally angry right now. Feel it. Feel it. Place like this steps on people's self-respect. It's such a horrible place. I will not tolerate it. Even the heavens will not tolerate it. Really, you're not shameful at all. You didn't do anything wrong. Even if my throat is so dry, so parched, even if my sanity is about to burn away, my field of view is a little red from my burning anger. Oh my goodness! Even if my hands and legs are burnt to ashes, but this fire will destroy this rotten place. The lines, man, the lines. Mic drop. And I will protect her, Lee. Protect her. At all cost. Where's she going? If we want to survive here, we have to get water somehow. Since there are so many soldiers here, there has to be regular water. That makes sense. They're not gonna have the soldiers be drunk on Nadai, right? Where did Yona go? What are you doing? It's the soldier from this morning, thing. I just wanted to get some air. I'm going back now. It's because of the Nadai. Yeah, it's the darkness or whatever thing, jealousy stuff. Okay. She tackled him, but don't. Yona shows up behind her. Can you get the sword away from him? Hit him over the head? She gonna hit him over the head to stab him? Was the rock like was is the edge sharp or something? No, let's just go to the next one. She's thirsty. Will I be able to say someday? Say what? Oh. She remembering something. I wonder what kind of nap it is. It's not poisonous, is it? If we can just get even a bit of moisture. Wait, was Al with them all this time? Like, okay, up here, like they were sitting by the tree, right? And then Al threw something. So I'm like, well, first of all, she was looking up into the sky, right? And then I see Al throw her something. So I'm thinking, okay, is she remembering something? Like, was there an incident before where Al threw her some nuts and she was wondering if there was moisture in the nuts or something or other? But then you see the conversation between her and Lily, and then it's like Al is still there, and I don't remember Al being with them. Where was she? I wish this were a world where people like Lily won't be forced to hold weapons. Well, she's just like Lily was. Her father didn't want her to hold weapons until what happened, and now she's been forced to. So it's like, yeah. Heck, everyone, you're probably all worried, aren't you? Oh, I miss you. They're coming. When the... What the heck? What the heck? So he hit the guy on purpose. So he's like, I'm sorry, did I bump into you? When the heck did y'all come? Well, when the heck did you come? Because that for you. Eh? He's carrying the logs in the dude. Oh my goodness. Don't just do whatever you please. And what the hell is with you and your overwhelming whiteness? Oh my goodness. Listen to what I say. Shit. Don't hit his brother. Why are you so cool? Why are they so cool? Aww. They're here. Your leg is broken. It must really hurt. You have to rest. What do you all think you're doing? They're about to take this far down, man. That's what they're doing. You cheeky little... A picture of the you were a piece of garbage. Oh, baggage. Oh well. I like mine better. Garbage. You're all just a bunch of slaves and your best behavior. Rebellious? Perish the thought. What's with those guys? Sir, they brought slaves over here from Coca Kingdom last night. Well, who the hell managed to bring them in? There aren't any other slaves around as strong as those guys. Well, they came quietly when we caught them. Oh my goodness, you mean they let themselves be caught? I asked around and nobody seems to have seen any girls resembling Yona or Lily. So are they at the other fort? In other words, the fort that Jaha and the others headed toward is where the princess and Lily are. After all, we can only destroy this fort after we're sure Yona and Lily are safe. Leave that to us. We'll leave this place in ruins, yes you will. Hag, do not worry. Jaha and Zeno will undoubtedly save the princess. I know, I'm counting on them. Aww. Oh. Before, Hak would not trust anybody, like Yona to anybody, like nuh-uh. Especially after what happens with Swan, there's no way he would trust anybody else, you know. But after having spent so much time with the guys and after he has seen how much they care about her and want to protect her. It's like, yeah, man. You're pretty subdued when you're shaken, unlike Kija. Today is the first time in a while that I remember Kija is older than you. Oh, he is older than him. I know I've read the comment before, telling me all the ages and stuff, but I haven't kept it in my mind. So it's like, yeah. When I think about if this journey were still just me and the princess with no one else we could count on, it makes me shudder. Aww. Losing someone, leaving the Wind tribe. I never thought we'd meet people like you guys. What's next to you? Having you all here. Oh, no, never mind. I'm grateful. Oh, he's saying all these things to himself. Oh, Haku. My God. My God. Careful. Are you alright? Ah, yes. So, until then, try your hardest. And don't drink the sake. But, okay? Okay. Rukuru. Adolescence. Sorry to intrude on your precious adolescence. But come. I heard from a girl who slept in the same room. They've been missing since morning, at least. Missing. In this place, the disobedient captives are punished. Some of the captives speculated that Lily was defiant. She was killed. So for Yona and Lily, of course, if he was gone, they would have felt it, that the dragons, they connected to her. The little miss is alive for sure. I'm sure she took Lily with her and ran off somewhere. Do you think that girl would just simply allow herself to be killed in a place like this? Impossible. Please go with him. I will look for an opportunity to apprise Master Hack and the others of the situation. Please bring our Lady Lily back safely. Sure thing. Aww. I want Zeno to pat me on the head. Could you refrain from jumping onto me so suddenly? Sorry, my bad. I can carry you, Yona, and Lily and jump off at the same time, It's okay. Zeno will run. Zeno's powers will come in handy too, probably. Your wisdom of age is plenty power enough. Has he given up on Lily? Nope. Judo seems to be in a perpetually sullen mode. Late. Who's late? Do you know how fast I've been writing? Aww. Lily was taken to say, wasn't she? I'm not doing this just to have you repay me. You're conducting yourself calmly, but inside you were to death, aren't you? This is that frail daughter of yours. Frail? You have a different concept of her. Since we're in a hurry, I only brought the most capable people with me. Their travel alone isn't enough. What was that? There is one more party I called upon. The Wind Tribe? How did I know? Well, I did hear that Jungi's daughter was abducted. The matter of the water tribe's narcotics problem must also be settled. The Wind Tribe offers what little aid we can. In other words, I wholeheartedly accept your offer. You have my utmost gratitude, Lord Mundok. The generals of the Sky, Wind, and Earth tribes. The hero Lord Mundok, as well as His Majesty, the King himself. What a terrifying and formidable force. With this, Lady's rescue is nearly assured, but yeah, Lady Yona, Master Hack, and the others. Chapter end. 14 end. Okay. I'm gonna stop here because, yeah, I have stuff to do. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You have all these people going after Lily and Yona. Well, in Suwon in these people's cases, they don't know that Yona is involved with all of that. They're only thinking about going and saving Lady Lily and probably destroying the forts as well. But Tetra knows what's going on, what's really going on. She knows that Hack and Yona are also involved, so it's like she's keeping that to herself as of now. But those forces are sure to collide at one point. Oh, I cannot wait to see Moondog and Hack's reunion, with Yona and stuff. I feel like that's gonna happen. Because but what would you have the Wind Tribe also go after, going to battle, I guess, and not have them meet up with Yona and Hack at some point? Like that has to happen. And I cannot wait to see that because if they meet up with them, they're gonna do everything that they can to hide Yona and Hack from Suwon and the others, even though Suwon knows that they're alive. Oh my goodness. Like the last time that Hack saw Suwon, we saw how Hack was so just focused, driven into killing Suwon, and Suwon was sort of basically frozen in place until what happened? Oh, trying to remember. Oh yeah, it was the others. All the dragons that were trying to stop Hack, and then Yona also. I think Yona's the one that broke Hack out of the spell, basically. But yeah, if they come face to face the second time around, I don't know what's gonna happen there. But yeah. Okay. The first chapter, we saw, basically Suwon coming to where Tetra was, and that's when she decided, okay, I have to tell them the truth, but just keep the Hack and Yona portion of it to myself. And Suwon's thing was first they came there to just destroy the forts. They didn't know about Lily's kidnapping. But now that they know, he was trying to go in there, but Jodo was like, "Nuh-uh, you're not going there by yourself." Okay, and then he's like, "I have a plan," and that's where he brought Gunte, right, and Moondog into it, and yeah. But then they went to Yona and the others. Yona and Lily. And it's been, I think she said 2 days. And she's thirsty. They're all thirsty. And there was the point where there was this one guard that seeing basically Lily being defiant and not wanting to drink or whatever. He tried to force the drink on her. And I got worried for a second because it felt like her mouth was open and then the guy poured the thing basically onto her and into her mouth. And even though she spit, somehow in my mind I'm thinking there must have been some that got into her, right? Like I was worried about that, but it didn't seem like it did. It seemed like, okay, she got, washed with the wine and then she spit whatever got into her mouth. She spit it out. So thankfully that was it. And then she was like, she gave this speech. I forgot how it went, but it was awesome. But then she's like, it's still, she's also upset because even though she said all of that, there's a part of her that still wants, that's so thirsty, and that would do anything to have that drink. And Yona basically calmed her down. And then during the night, Yona left, right? And it was like, okay, yes, they're giving us this wine to drink, but the soldiers that are actually looking over the slaves, they're not hooked up on that dye, so there must be some water around that they are drinking, but that they're not giving them. So she went out and started, was heading toward somewhere there where she thought there might be some water. And when Lily woke up, she didn't see Yona, so she went out and basically was trying to look for her. And this guard just showed up, was held her, was thinking that she was trying to escape, even though she wasn't. And she was telling him that she just came out for some air, and that she was gonna go back. But this guy was just so drunk on making weak people grovel at his feet or whatever. And then he, what was he trying to do to her? I don't know. But Lily she stood her ground, and she's like, no matter what, I'm not gonna let this guy see how afraid or something or other. I don't know. I don't quite remember her speech, but it was awesome. And she stood like defiant in front of this person, and then Yona showed up behind and just hit the guy over the head. Then the guy took out his sword and cut the log or whatever that Yona was holding onto and was about to kill Yona. And then Lily took this piece of rock. It seemed like rock that had this cut edges, right? That she just stabbed this person with. Now it looked like the guy is dead, but then I'm not sure. It looked like he killed him. She killed him. And Jonas like, okay, we can't stay here, because if we stay here and it's the morning and they find this person dead, they're gonna kill us. Okay, so we need to leave. So they ran away. And yeah, they were under this tree. Then there was the nut thing. Then I'm like, was Owl with them like all this time and I didn't notice? Usually Owl is with Shina, right? Unless Shina is doing something and Owl is behind. Well, I don't know. But I got confused a little bit during that scene. And before I started this episode, I was thinking, that I was hoping that this group was gonna be the one that gets to the camp where Yona was, but it wasn't the case. They went there. The way Kija showed up in the frame, oh my goodness, this guy was carrying these logs or something or other, and then he fell, and then there was this guard that was about to whip him or something or other, and then Kija was just like, hit the dude over the head with all the logs that he was carrying, and then he started carrying the dude, and I'm like, so cool. And then the guy was gonna whip Kija, and then Sheena just like held it. Oh my goodness, that was so awesome. And then you see Yoon like taking care of the guy that was injured, and then what was the guy gonna do to Yoon? And then Haki just so awesome. I love when they show up like that. It's so cool. But they are also cool. Love it. And then they're like, Yoon is like, he asked around, and there was not, Yona and the lady were not there. So they're probably like, okay, she must be in the other camp where Jeha was. And that moment where Kija was telling, was it Kija or Yoon, was telling her not to worry, and that Yona was gonna be safe. Jeha was gonna do everything to keep her safe, and he's like, I know. And Kija had this smile on his face, and it's like you see Hak have this internal monologue about how he never thought that he was gonna meet these people, and that they were gonna be, I don't know, like if it was just the two of them, he shuddered to think about that. But now that he's met these people, he is so grateful, and he had called them out, and he was about to say it, but then he's like, never mind, and he kept it to himself. I'm like, oh, how good. And then they went to Jeha, and the first scene you see of Jeha is him helping this woman. I'm like, and then Zeno showed up behind. He's like, sorry to disturb your adolescence or something. Or oh my goodness. And Ayura is like, he also asked around, and yeah, Yuna and they were there, but now they're gone. And at first she thought that it's probably because they're dead, because that's what happens when you're not, I guess, not doing what you're told. You get killed off. But the dragons being the dragons, they know that Yona is alive, and that, excuse me, Lily is probably with her as well. So Jeha decided to go look around, and at first Zeno was gonna stay behind with Ayura, but Ayura is like, "No, go with him, and please bring Lily and Yona safe." And they're like, "No, don't worry about it." And then Ayura created this emotion, a little bit this distraction, so that Jeha and Zeno can leave that big scene. So you have Jeha and Zeno going after Yona and Lily. Hak and the others are at that fort there, and they're like, they're not gonna leave until they destroy that fort. And then you have General Mondok, you have Vinte, right, and so on, and their armies going over to the fort. So it's like there's gonna be this collision. Where is this army gonna go? Is it gonna be like two separate armies going into those two separate forts, or are they gonna be going like to one fort before and then to the second fort? And it's like, which fort are they gonna go to first? Is that where Yona is, or is that where Haki is? It's like I have all these questions in my mind. I'm like, oh, cannot wait. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/follow-me, where you can see my reaction to the next few episodes already uploaded there, and you can also see the unedited version of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. How did I know? How did I know? How did I know?